Wow, what a nice old Jag.
Hi, I'm Ivan.
I'm John.
And this is DIY Detail. Today, we've got a late 90s Jaguar in here to give it a little more love, a little more light, a little more brightness. This is a family heirloom. The owner of this inherited from his grandfather. And he just wants to spruce it up a little bit. Hasn't driven it in a couple years. It's been just kept in the garage. And hopefully he's going to start driving it again soon. But in the meantime, we're going to make it look much better for him. Now, I want you to stay tuned. At the end, we have something we've never done before on the channel. So stay tuned. But first, let's get it washed, let's get it polished, make it ready for that surprise.
Let's do it.
John, these wheels, I don't think they've been taken care of in a little while. We have a lot of brake dust in there. See, you've got the incredible suds. I'm gonna add iron remover first. We'll let the two work together in conjunction to clean this out. There you go. So John, maybe give these another little pass with the all clean. Just say they need it. Look at that coming off the back wheel, sort of.
So gross.
We have different colors coming off the back.
Yeah.
Off the wheels, see a lot of stuff coming off. They're pretty bad. Now, you notice we used a slightly runnier foam, and that was on purpose. We wanted to drag everything down with it. We knew that there was a lot of grit on this. It hasn't been washed in a couple years. It's just been sitting in a garage. I've switched to the 40-degree tip, and normally we use a 25-degree tip, but we're switching to the 40-degree tip. That way the roof, we're not going to impact it as much with the pressure washer. I'll stay high above it. I'm just wanting to rinse it. I don't want to get in there with the pressure washer. The rest of it, though, we're getting in there with the pressure washer. So unfortunately, let's just say the windows aren't exactly sealed on this. We have foam going down the inside of the windows. We'll take care of that in a moment. John, this is where we would normally foam again, but we know the wheels need a lot of work. So instead of having that foam sit on there too long, we're just gonna do the wheels to start off with, and then we'll do the rest of the body because, like I say, they need a little bit of love. Go for it. We have the all clean on there. I'm gonna add in, again, a little more iron remover because they really need it. I'm gonna start with the faces and work my way into the wheel. Incredible suds in the bucket for lubrication. Luckily, it's just surface dirt. It's not etched in, which is great. How's it going on your side, John?
Going well. Looking much better.
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't ground in dirt. It was just from lack of cleaning. See, there's a bit of dirt coming out of the barrels, to say the least.
Now that we've done our first foam and rinse and clean the wheels off, we're gonna go ahead and foam it again.
Time for the contact wash. People always remark on how bubbly and sudsy and foamy Incredible Suds is, which it is. But the more important part is the lubrication it provides. It makes washing a lot safer and easier and fun.
And fun. Who doesn't love bubbles?
John has a 1-year-old at home, so probably knows a little about bubble bath.
Bath time.
For the top, I have our wheel and body brush. Just gonna go over it, give it a bit of a brushing. A little more than the mitt can get into.
When you're using a brush to agitate on the convertible like this, you never want to use a hard bristle brush, so you want to use something soft so you're not causing too much damage with a hard brush on that surface.
Rather smooth car, not a lot of details, but where there are details, I'm just taking a small detail brush, making sure that I have a lot of lubrication by using the wash mitt and Incredible Suds. And that way we can get around all these little edges that haven't been cared for in a couple years. By doing the first foaming and the rinse, we've eliminated a lot of the grit on the surface. So that way, when we're doing this, we don't have to worry about the brush scratching. We're using a very soft bristle brush, designed for the purpose, and a lot of additional lubrication. And while we have the Incredible Suds dwelling on the surface, doing its job, time for the iron remover. One spray on the towel, one spray on the panel is all we need. Again, we've eliminated the grit off the surface, and now we're dealing with the contamination, which there seems to be a fair bit of. Since we're working on a British car today, we're not working on the hood, we're working on the bonnet.
And I'll work our way down to the boot.
And while we're translating, this is a windscreen, not a windshield, and this is a wing, not a fender. So shout out to all our viewers in the UK, Australia, South Africa, India, where those are the terms that they use, and probably other colonized places. The British have had a great influence on the automotive market over the years. Unfortunately, manufacturing there isn't what it used to be. But in its heyday, the UK was a formidable player in the automotive market.
And we still get British racing green cars.
Exactly. One of my favorite colors, actually. I had a British racing green Volvo. So not a British car, but
Man, you've had a lot of cars.
pardon me,
You've had a lot of cars.
80 some so far.
Oh my God.
If you don't want to be dunking your clay towel in your wash bucket, you can always bring your wash bucket to the clay towel to rinse it off. Because the wash bucket has something to do with the surprise at the end. If you can guess, timestamp what that guess is, and we'll see what you're doing. See if you guys got it or not. Normally it's the lowers that are contaminated, but on this vehicle it's the uppers.
Yeah.
For the roof, or if we're still translating to British speak, the hood, we will be rinsing it off, but we won't be using the pressure washer. Instead, I'll be using the shower setting to get the maximum of water on there with the least amount of pressure. We want to make sure all the incredible suds are out of there. And the best way of doing it is using, unfortunately, a high volume of water and then brushing it with a clean brush. So again, using our flag tip nylon brush, getting all of that soap out of the brush. And then I'm going to brush the top with just water. And as long as I don't get sudsing action, I know that I've rinsed away all the soap. So we're getting just a little bit of suds here, but the rinsing did a great job. Incredible Suds is a soap that rinses off cleanly, not leaving a lot on there, as you can see. So this will allow us to come in, rinse again, and we'll be good. Now today's a very warm day in Omaha, and we have a temporary air conditioning system in the shop. John is, let's just say, taking advantage of it.
This is not a dry heat.
Yeah.
Not a dry heat like Vegas has.
Yeah, John's used to Vegas. This ain't Vegas.
No.
Covered in water like this, it actually looks really good.
Now that we've done our foam, rinse, foam, we've rinsed it again. We're going to use water spot remover to remove any of those mineral buildups that are left on that surface. So we'll lightly spray it on the surface and use a towel to agitate that surface.
Go for it, John. So where he sprays, I'll follow behind to agitate the minerals. This is actually one of the more difficult things we do here, which means not flipping the towel. As a detailer, it's ingrained into us to flip the towel. This is the one time we don't want to flip the towel. All these nice rounded body lines make it nice and easy to dry. Not a lot of hidden areas to deal with. Unlike our floor, that isn't exactly level. Now that it's dry, next step is polishing. This vehicle has the beginnings of paint failure in a couple areas. It sat outside in the California sun for 20 years, meaning that it could be a little better. We're not going to do an intensive paint correction on it. We're going to be doing a paint enhancement. We'll do a few test spots. We'll see what the machines and the pads tell us what we need to do on it.